to our final piece, folks. This is our pride and joy of this gallery. Actually, our most expensive piece.
What a joke!
This is me destroying a $4.6 million artwork. But the best part is, almost everything in this gallery is from IKEA, and our art critics have no idea.
What are you doing?
You see, nowadays, anyone will believe anything is art, and that's a real problem for talented, struggling artists when crap like this is selling for $6.2 million. So today, I'm opening up my own art gallery, filling it with IKEA art, and putting on some terrible art performances to test if art critics even know anything about art. So maybe next time, they'll think twice before ruining an actual artist's career. But to do any of this, we first needed a location. So that brings us to a random art gallery in Sydney.
Alrighty, so right behind me is the art gallery we're planning to use. Hopefully they allow us to use the space because they're the only art gallery that's accepted us so far. Not sure why the National Art Gallery didn't accept us. It's not like we're fake artists or something. Hey mate, how you doing? Stanley, nice to meet you mate. So we do like performance art and just like traditional on the wall art.
Now, compared to a place that actually sells $1 million art, our art gallery was a little far off. So how exactly are we going to make people believe we're a legitimate art gallery? Well, that's where the real plan begins. We first needed to make our gallery seem extremely luxurious, so I created a fake art experience to post all over social media called the Bendon Art Gallery. I was then going to tell people that all of our art was donated by an anonymous billionaire, hopefully making our art seem even more valuable. And finally, to top it all off, we'd be creating live performance art, an unmissable opportunity for anyone that's a genuine art lover. So with hype slowly building up around our fake art gallery, all that's left to do was to go to the National Art Gallery of Australia and actually buy some art.
You know where the art section is? Do you have any Van Goghs?
Wall decoration.
Yeah, wall decoration. I'm thinking like a Mona Lisa, maybe like Vincent Van Gogh on one side.
Maybe a pot plant.
Maybe a pot plant. At this point, I'm just thinking like, what's the dumbest thing we can put on a wall? Oh, is that a toilet plunger? Should we just get someone we know to like stand there?
Yes.
Art. Oh, these are good, 15.
Ow!
There's a thing in the middle. Is that good? This could work. I reckon we just put this on the ground, have a little sign that says, please put this on and stand there for 1 minute. And it's like part of the art show.
Oh, there's actually Van Gogh here. This
stuff must be easily worth millions. This is what, $39? We could easily resell this for 80 grand for the set. Oh, I want that. Can we get this? Wait, is this not
art?
The definition of art? Dude, this is easily a mil. $15. A little bit of duct tape over there. 600 grand. 3.789 million for that one. Art.
Put this shit back.
I just can't wait until someone walks in and they're like, hey, I have that at home.
So having acquired all of our art pieces, it was now onto stage 2.
Oh my god.
We actually needed to put on an art show, so with an empty gallery, it was time we became artists.
All right, we are back at the art gallery. Obviously, there is nothing here. It's the day before. We need to set everything up here, and the reason we came extra early is because we're gonna do a little rehearsal. We've got all the actors coming in about an hour. We're gonna have everything set up and then have a little practice on how we're gonna create the greatest art gallery in Australia. Otherwise, the 50 or something people that have registered so far are gonna realize that this is a complete fake setup. I told you it hurts. So we're gonna leave this here. We're gonna put a sign down that says, stand here until someone taps you on the shoulder. I feel deeply in touch with this wall.
Oh yeah.
Are these noises necessary? Oh, we've got a fan favorite. If you guys remember the blank canvases video, this is from that. We're gonna put that up, I say right there. That looks pretty good. So apart from all our really stupid art, we actually have Rena, who's an actual artist. She's gonna help out with the gallery. She's got some stuff that she's gonna set up. Obviously way more talented than us.
That's not true. I'm talented.
Being untalented.
Ah, fuck you.
So if you wanna go check out some of her stuff, she got her link in the bio. I hit my own ankle.
How much would you pay for this? How much do we have to pay you to take it?
Oh, okay. You're paying me?
Yeah.
I will dispose of it for a time.
This is not a good, I'm concerned. My only concern is like, artists are coming to this. Not like regular people, artists. Okay. We have 70 artists registered.
If they find out, what do you tell them? If they say, oh, that looks like it's from IKEA.
Not from IKEA, it's from IKEA.
Small town in Vanuatu.
Called IKEA.
IKEA. You know?
What? That is straight.
No, it's not straight. If that's straight, then I'm gay.
So with most of the art set up, how are we going to convince art lovers that our gallery is worth millions? Well, here's how it's going to go. Con, our art curator, would introduce people to our two artists, Constantine Stanford and Richard Ryder. Our guests would then be led to our most expensive art piece, obviously protected by 2 security guards, because this piece is worth over $4.6 million. Once people start to believe it's a serious gallery, we'll then run our performance art and auction off all our pieces. But when the price approaches the big $4.6 million, I'm going to run in and destroy it. All this is going to lead to our bidders upping the price even more, convincing everyone in our gallery that our art is genuinely worth millions. Now, this was inspired by street artist Banksy, who in 2018 destroyed his girl with balloon painting, causing it to sell for $25.4 million, 18 times what he originally sold it for. So if we destroy our most valuable painting, surely all our visitors will think it's worth more.
Now with all our prices set, I want to see how much I can actually sell them for. So to do that, I'm using Odoo.
Starting with our AI-powered e-commerce builder, it takes 4 simple steps to make our artsy online store ready to be customized and a couple minutes to make it extremely bougie.
Really?
Bro, what are you doing?
All I got to do is put my business type and goals, pick the color palette I like, all the pages and features I need, and bang, I've got all of these themes to choose from.
That's so sexy, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
I can then easily add a product by clicking here, and after quickly filling in a couple of details, we're ready to sell some horrible art.
But if you really want to sell it for millions, you can use this /all command and get all of these customizable options. You can then write a quick descriptions, and wow, you're one step closer to becoming a millionaire.
All that's left is to add your e-commerce details, and now you're ready to sell You Thought by Richard Ryder for a quick $30,000.
Your first app with Odoo is free for life with unlimited hosting and unlimited support. You also get a free domain name for your first year, so sign up using the link in the description. All right, so today's the day. We're back at the art gallery. I left early yesterday, so Dom's been setting up everything. We've got about 101 people RSVP'd. Oh my God. This looks legit, bro. We got our most expensive artwork hanging up there. Labels for all the art. Got our microwave in the middle. All of our actors are just showing up now. We've also had one person who's literally like, thanks for getting back to me. Really looking forward to it. Got a couple people real excited. If anyone clocks that it's fake, things could go bad real quickly.
Are you nervous?
I'm pretty nervous. We've got 100 people RSVP'd.
As the line grew outside, there was now no room for error, so we created some last-minute stories for our artwork.
So for the white painting, I've hiked up to Kilimanjaro and I've thrown this painting off Kilimanjaro.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro, yeah.
I don't even know where it is.
This is natural growth. It's one of my most progressive pieces. Back in the day, I used to be a very heavy juice user.
With our stories created, people would now hopefully believe what we were selling is actually art. But to make sure our performances were just as convincing, we had to go through one last rehearsal.
Out in the Alps of Texas.
Oh, fuck, that hurt more than yesterday. Oh, that looks like it hurt more than yesterday as well. We have to be silent. We have to be silent.
And now that Dom and I were both butted up, it was time to give the people what we promised. It was time to put on an art show.
So we got 15 minutes left till the show's open. People lining up out those doors. We've got all our actors ready, all our art ready. Let's do this. Welcome.
Welcome to Bandon Gallery. As you can see, some of the collection here is from some contemporary artists. Some of my personal favourites from Constantine Stanford, Richard Ryder, and Marina Yang. Shortly, also, we'll have some performance pieces. To conclude the day, we'll have a public art auctions.
Now that everyone in the art gallery knew an art performance was coming, this was a big moment. If people started leaving because they thought our art gallery was fake, then it was all over. So our first hurdle was to open their eyes to the immense value of all the art around them.
Yep, this one's mine. Initial impressions.
I like to get the viewer's point of view.
This one has actually got a bit of a history. We've hiked up to Kilimanjaro, and on the hike up, we would try to damage it as much as possible while throwing like metal balls at it to imprint it. First one went great. Second one, as soon as it landed, it hit the metal barring on the back, hit me straight on the head, and that concussed me.
People are using unnatural enhancers nowadays. And I was a victim of this myself, and I used to use all these different enhancers, but the one thing that stayed clean and natural was my brain. All hand molded, painted using oil, foundation as well, makeup. I know.
When I woke up, I was staring at like the two imprints, the two giant, like, I guess balls, and starting to see stars swirl around those little gravitational indents.
It's about how the brain works, right? Yeah. And the brain is. Please don't touch the artwork, sir.
Oh, sorry. But it's sort of like grounding in the moment. So we'd ask you to take your shoes off, like really ground into the environment.
How does that make you feel?
It's really good. When you sat in that chair, what did you feel?
For me, mine is like constant fear of something bad happening. Gonna get clapped by something like this. It's like terrifying.
Everything was starting to fall into place. The art gallery was packed, people loved our artworks.
To my uncle.
And the best part is, not a single person realized we weren't artists. All of our fake art bidders were fitting perfectly into the crowd, but the illusion wasn't going to last very long because it was time to start our art performances.
I'm looking forward to the performance,
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
This art piece is the first of its kind, collaboratively created by Constantine Stanford and Richard Ryder, out in the Alps of Texas.
Our first piece was inspired by a 2024 performance called The Sound of Butter. But instead of slapping butter with a microphone, we'd be throwing butter at each other.
As young boys, they both had a fond attachment to butter and found sometimes eating it wasn't the fix they needed. Instead, feeling the warm hug it provided when thrown created a much stronger and tasty feeling. It pulls and folds, a liquid glow, sitting deep where crumbs don't know. A velvet kiss, a golden stream, melting softly like a dream.
With our first performance going down a treat, the next performance definitely had me questioning my career choices. We called this one Silent But Deadly.
Silent but deadly. One memory we had as kids. Constantine Stanford, the sole creator of this piece, really wanted a piece that combines nostalgia and past regrets to really illustrate how we sometimes choose to only remember the good parts of memories. In his words, not all memories are memories, but memories aren't memories without the key parts of memories.
The audience was somehow keeping it together, but to actually prove that anyone will believe anything is art, we had to turn it up a notch with one of my personal favorite performances, the queef.
But just realize that you are smoking is poo. Your mouth. Thank you.
We were fully in the deep end now. No one had left and there was only one performance piece left to go. This was going to be the ultimate test to see if anyone would finally suss us out, and so we called it the clap.
When the eyes of our very simple they smile, forgetting what was ever wrong, and latching onto what really matters, human connection. Most often drowned in blue.
As we clapped each other back and forth, I was starting to worry that I'd gone too far. Our bidding war for the most expensive art piece was still yet to come. We needed people to stay. And at this point, I didn't think anybody would. That was until... People were clapping. We had made it through all of our performances and it looked like nobody was leaving. But there was still one thing left to do. So while all the visitors were still recovering from the art performance, we had only minutes to wash out all the paint.
Getting naked now, so don't look through the top.
And it was time to start our fake bidding war, and it was time to pull a Banksy. After getting changed, I then had to sneak out, and as the auction began, our fake bidders were already raising the roof with the prices, and I was outside and ready.
All right, someone's out here with us right now. As soon as they start bidding on the most expensive $5 million piece, this bucket of red paint's going all over it, because we're gonna jack that price upwards. We're gonna pull a Banksy and see if people agree with our prices. Maybe we'll make a couple $1 million.
Everything we had done had built up to this moment, and we were about to find out if we could recreate the success of Banksy and trick everyone in this gallery into believing that this blank canvas is not only a real artwork, but it's worth millions.
Great story behind this piece. He actually experienced an accident. He was concussed. Now the starting price for this one is $1 million. 1.5.
As soon as they get to 4 million in price, that's our go time.
2 million to Madam in Black. 3.5 to the gentleman in blue. It's heating up, folks. 4 million. 4.5 million going once. This would fit in any serious art collector's room. 4.5 million. 4.5 million going once. 4.6 million. What a jerk! Hey, what are you doing?
As the confusion spread, I had no idea what people thought, but there was no chance I could walk back in covered in red paint because that would be a dead giveaway. So while I waited outside, there was just one thing I needed to know. Having set up an entire art gallery with IKEA art, created a whole series of art performances, and even destroying one of our own pieces, did people think we were real artists opening up a real art gallery?
Did it remind you guys of anything?
I liked the scooter, like it reminded me of childhood, like that you can feel that feeling.
I did actually particularly like the Razor scooter part because I caught some of the narration about that as well, and I was like, oh, that's so clever.
I enjoyed it. I've never been to anything like that. Obviously, like the live performance was like really, really good. The Razor scooter to the shin is literally engraved in my mind.
You guys weren't bothered by the fact like an artwork that was about to sell for $4 million got splashed on?
I thought that was like a part of the thing. I did almost clap, but then when I realized it was like pretty serious, I feel very sad for the artists who put like a lot of hard work into creating that.
Out of 10.
Just gonna give it like a solid 10.
Let's just give it a 10.
Seeing the visitors actually enjoy our art was unreal. We did this to prove that anyone will believe anything is art, but instead, I think we accidentally proved that art is meant to bring people together. So as I continued to reflect on the day, there was one more thing I was not expecting to happen.
I just got news. This day just keeps getting better. Someone just bought Marina's art. Yeah! She fully deserves it for committing to this whole bit. Marina's actually an amazing artist. If you guys want to go check out our artwork, down in the description, marinaart.com.
And of course, as everyone left the gallery, I had to go back and check out the damage I had done.
Oh, it's on the roof. I'm actually going broke for YouTube. That's why you better subscribe. Holy. I think I've always had respect for like... I think I had a preconceived notion of what good art was. Even if it's a white canvas, there's so much decision making, there's so much like thought. Definitely makes me think a lot of the previous stuff I've thought was really stupid probably was incredibly hard to make. The fact that people were like, oh wow, like this brought me back to my childhood. They could connect with the pain that I felt, but to be able to do that with like 20, 30 people in the room, that's pretty cool. I guess I'm an artist now. All right.